All right, everybody. So check it out. Well, I guess first of all, in my last video, I didn't quite talk about what kind of a person I am. Okay. I am a business consultant. On this channel, I'm not going to be business. I'm going to say it how it is. Now, it doesn't mean that when I'm with an actual client, I'm not 100% business, 100% corporate, whatever. Um, but for the purposes of this channel, you know, I'm not going to talk to whatever viewers I might have. Hopefully, I get some, whatever. But, I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff on this channel. With that being said, I do have a topic I want to bring up. It's one that I have dealt with many, many years, have a big issue with it. It's bosses versus leaders. Okay. Um, like I said in my last video, when I was discussing 360 reviews or peer reviews, however everybody uh, calls them, anybody can be a boss. I can take anybody, put them behind a desk, and they can be a boss. Are they going to be an effective boss? Probably not. Are most bosses out there effective bosses? Not really. I have yet to meet somebody who was a boss who wasn't an asshole. Um, you know, not saying that they're not good people outside of work, but when you take a quintessential average boss, they are not that great. Um, you know, can a boss be a leader? Yeah, they could, but not necessarily. Um, you know, a boss is your boss. The one with that really nice office that's at the end of the hallway. Um, you know, they can be, you know, th- yeah, you all know who the boss is. A leader, they can be your supervisor, or they can be the colleague that sits next to you and shares your stapler. Um, you know, there's there's a few reasons why people don't say like a leader as a catchphrase. It sounds weird and it's not funny. And you know, second of all, it takes a lot more than being able to boss someone around to be a true leader. A boss has one job, one goal. That's to get things done. A leader not only gets things done, but they empower and they motivate their team. A real leader makes things better. They don't just point out what's wrong. They don't jump on your case and say, "Oh, you did this wrong. You're terrible," or "Why are you even here?" Or, you know, if it sounds like this is kind of a sore subject for me, it's because it is. I've had bosses that their way of motivating people was to send out daily threatening emails and phone calls. Uh, you know, doing the atypical, you're replaceable. I There's 1,500 people that want your job. Blah blah blah. All this other BS. Um, yeah, no, not a good boss at all. You know, a boss is always the center of attention. They're always right there in the middle. Look at me, look at me. Oh, I'm the boss. I'm so great. You know, a leader, a true leader, is someone who takes a few steps back and goes above and beyond, goes out of their way to bring out the best in his or her team. They're not there taking all the kudos. They're not there, when their team has gone out of their way to meet a deadline or to meet a milestone, you know, the leader isn't there taking all the praise for that. A true leader steps back, points at his team, and says, "You guys did it. You guys are awesome. You guys are amazing," and then just builds them up, beyond their beliefs. Makes them feel good. Makes them feel like doing that again. It gives them motivation to work at that level consistently. Whereas when you have a boss who doesn't offer that kind of stuff, it doesn't make it doesn't make the team want to go above and beyond. It doesn't make the team want to work hard. It makes them work just hard enough to not get fired. And that's really pathetic is what that is. A boss can provide good or bad leadership, you know, but a good leader can never be a bad boss, if that makes sense. Um, a boss gives the task to that person who is a leader. Okay. A leader does not task with the team. So after doing that, the boss will take all the credit, while the leader will take the entire team out for drinks. Okay. This video isn't going to be very long because this isn't a humongous subject. It's it's such an easy concept to grasp that you know it boggles my mind that seemingly people still have trouble with this concept of how terrible a boss is and how valuable a true leader is, how valuable the contribution a leader makes to his team. Okay. It's not, there's just no other way around it. There are, and I'm sure I'll hear about it, there are bosses out there who are also amazing leaders. But for the sake of argument for this video, we're talking about the obvious um, the obvious differences in both. Um, you know, at the end of the day, when all is said and done, people may respect the boss, but everyone loves the leader. Okay, so let's talk about some differences between a boss and a leader. The boss, impersonal. The leader, compassionate. A boss says I want this done. I want this. I did this. I accomplished that. Whereas a leader says we did it. We got this done. We made this happen. A boss uses people. Okay? It sounds bad, but it's true. They use people to accomplish things to get done. A leader, a true leader, develops people, develops his team, develops an overall sense of accomplishment and empowerment between his team. In a business setting, in an office setting, in any team setting, that is paramount to have those kind of emotions in there. A boss inspires fear. All right, how many of you have been doing something at work, at your desk, whatever it is you're doing, and all of a sudden your boss walks around the corner? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You do the whole, oh shit, and you get back to work, right? Don't even deny it. I know all of you do that. A leader earns respect. You can be kind of off task, and when your leader walks around the corner, there's no fear there. It's, oh hey, what's up? A real leader who earns that kind of respect will probably joke around with you, and then get everybody back on task, but it's not, it's not a fearful situation. A boss takes credit, right? How many of you have done something, gotten something done, and then the next thing you know, your boss is taking all the credit from his boss. He's getting all the praise. He's getting all the kudos from his boss. Doesn't feel good, right? Yeah, it's pretty shitty. A leader gives credit. Same situation, a deadline has been met, a milestone has been reached, an accomplishment has been made. A true leader will give all the credit to his team. Again, uplifting, empowering, just an overall sense of accomplishment given to the team. They're not out there for themselves. They actually give credit. Who here hates a micromanager? That's why I became a consultant, because I can't stand micromanagers. That's what a boss does. They look over your shoulder every second. They tell you exactly what to do at what time. Whereas a leader will delegate. He'll take his team, he'll delegate everything, and lets them get it done. Gives them the power to do it. A boss points and says, go. Doesn't help. Not there with you guys. Just says, go. Whereas a leader says, let's go. Let's do this. Let's get this done, and is right there next to you. Most bosses have very short-term thinking. Their thought process is get this one thing done, and that's it. A leader thinks long-term. A leader has a plan. A leader has a goal. So there again, being a leader or having a leader on your team is so much better. A boss has the crown and is your boss, but a leader is your colleague. That's a very powerful difference. Um, most bosses are focused on processes. They don't care about the ability of their team. They don't care about, can this team get this done? They just want the process done. Where a leader focuses on people. Put the right people on the right job. You don't have to worry about a process because the people will get it done. So I mean, it's very very simple. So that's pretty much what I have on those differences. I mean, it's like I said, I'm speaking from personal experience. I'm speaking from my viewpoint of what I've experienced. Okay, I've had those kind of bosses, and it sucked. So when I became a leader, when I became the person in charge, I was never the boss. I was always the leader. I've been an HR manager and had direct supervision over 250 plus employees, was still always a leader, never a boss. I've experienced so much more success from my team that I've led than any boss I've ever witnessed or had who was the quintessential boss. I've always empowered my team. I've always gone above and beyond to make sure my team got credit for everything. That's just a better way of managing people. Nobody wants to be bossed around. No one wants to be made, feel like they're not enough, they're not adequate, their contributions don't matter. So, throw some comments down below. Let's keep this conversation going. Let's talk about this. I want to hear people's experiences with a boss. I would love to talk to one of those bosses and see what their thought process is for being that way? Is that how they were taught? Was their boss that way? So that's where they're kind of getting that from. Were they abused as a child and now they're spreading their hate and discontent to everybody else? I'm just kidding about that last one. If it happens, it happens. No, I would love to speak with these kind of people. You know, like I said, let's get a conversation going through your comments down below. Yeah, thanks you guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. This is only my second video, but like I said, I'm gonna be posting more of these. Um, Pretty much in the realm of anything business, in the realm of anything human resources, in the realm of anything whatever. Suggest some topics. Let's talk about it. I'll make videos on it. I don't care. Again, on my channel, nothing is sugar coated. I'm gonna give it to people straight. I'm gonna throw my opinions and thoughts out there. I want people to disagree with me. I want people to, say, "Hey, Sean, that's ridiculous. Why do you think that way?" And we'll explain it. So again, you guys, have a great day. Thanks for checking out.